So about a week ago, I put up a trailer for the video I did with the guys at Watchcheck, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, go on their channel, follow them, like it, and watch it. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. Nowadays, there's so much content that you can find right now, either online or social media or YouTube, that has to do with watches or being a watch dealer, that it's really kind of hard to decipher which is really the quality stuff, you know? I've been doing this long enough, by chance actually, that, you know, when I was doing it in the beginning, really nobody else was doing reviews about watches. I feel that there's so much more ways of executing content in the watch world, and all we are getting is really a small percentage of it, which is why I sometimes understand why some people have gone the route of, let's say, day in the life, because really, you don't have to create any content. You just kind of just film whatever it is that you're doing. You know, I for one don't really enjoy that myself. I might enjoy maybe watching some of it, but I kind of don't enjoy filming that type of content. It's just a pain, you know? There comes a moment in time where you got to decide whether you're going to be a YouTuber or a watch dealer. And for me, I think I like to focus all my energy in my business and my clients and try to give them the best possible service. But anyways, when I did this video with Paul, it kind of was very refreshing for me, because it kind of felt like I was able to finally do again a piece of content that was more about the passion of watch collecting and the journey. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's right now what we need more of. It's just more content that embodies more the collecting lifestyle. Yes, I gotta tell people at times what's going on with the market, what you can expect to pay, because people rely on that and people wanna know. Even before the market boomed and got all out of control, my videos already had that information. I kinda wanted to give everybody a glimpse of the pulse of the market. Working with Paul and the director of photography, James, was a pleasurable experience, man. I felt like it had been a while since I got there and did a piece of footage or content that really just embodied the whole lifestyle of a collector, not the lifestyle of a watch dealer. It was more about the journey of a collector. People don't understand what it takes to actually create this content for you guys at home to actually enjoy. I mean, it takes a lot of work, because we spent almost 3 days filming this. When we were making this clip, he was screaming like a madman. I mean, I thought the guy was insane, honestly. And I like that. That's something that I look for in a filmmaker. So when I talked to Paul and I got a little feel from him, I noticed, well, this guy actually does like watches. Otherwise, why else would he be embarking on this mission and putting so much energy into this? Not to mention money and time, which is the most important thing. I think this piece of content came out so good, and my only regret was I wish it could have been longer. I like to talk more about watches and what I like, you know? At times you'll sit there and see a video and everybody has the right to give an opinion. I'm not gonna challenge that. But you know what I ask myself sometimes when I see some of these opinions is, what watch do you guys have? What watches have you actually owned or bought to be able to qualify you to give these opinions? I mean, listen, I started nowhere as well. But when I first did my first video, I had already owned many watches and had gone through many watches myself. So these opinions weren't just formulated out of thin air or in theory. These were proven experiments that I had done myself. Everybody thinks that to be a watch dealer, all you gotta do is wear a Balenciaga shirt, some designer sneakers, and almost like you kind of talk the talk and walk the walk. It makes you a real watch dealer. It's all about flash, fancy clothes and fancy cars. And look, there's nothing wrong with enjoying fruits of your labor, but I feel like it shouldn't just be the flash. Personally, I don't feel like spending $1,000 on a t-shirt, sorry. Or maybe just I don't need to. Maybe just because I've been here long enough that I don't need to wear a $1,000 Balenciaga t-shirt to show that I'm a watch dealer. This coming year, I gotta really go down to the basics and figure out how can I make some new content that's inspirational for everyone out there. I want something that's really gonna maybe help somebody buy their first watch, or push somebody over that edge to make that purchase finally, or maybe guide somebody through a purchase or a time where maybe they're about to buy the wrong watch. And because of my video, I saved them from making that mistake. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes myself, and the idea is to avoid you guys from making those same mistakes. Unfortunately, I feel like there's too much focusing on the business and not on the actual passion of the watches. And it's kind of hard to decipher who's doing it for clicks, who's doing it for clout or sales or this or that. This is kind of what we need in this market right now, is some more content that is less financial and more inspirational. It's not only just about the watches, it's also about the person and the experiences and the journeys. I mean, this is one of the bulk stories that I had to say, but really I have hundreds of stories that go from all different levels in my watch collecting journey and in my watch dealer career. So I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to the guys at Watchcheck. Paul and James did a magnificent job making this film for us. And if you like this video, like and share. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel.